In the vast sprawling world of Minecraft, there are creatures known, creatures feared, and creatures whispered about only in the deepest corners of ancient forests. Today we venture into the shadowy realm of one such mystery, the crunching. Inspired by Minecraft's creaking, this creature is more than just a mob. It's a mysterious carving of ancient wood, darkness, and a haunting presence. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Barry, and this is Bedrock Reviews. The inspiration for the crunching's name came from an eerie scene in the Minecraft Live preview, where villagers gathered around asking each other about a mysterious sound, one villager even describing it as a crunching.
We need the ratings. Did anybody hear that? Hear what? The creaking! I'd say it was more of a crunching.
And thus, the creature's identity took shape, a name that would echo its ominous, bone-chilling presence. The crunching's form draws from nature and folklore, wrapped in the texture of tree bark, with the twisted visage of a tree trunk that bears a carved face, much like a hollowed pumpkin. But unlike festive decorations, this face harbors a single giant yellow eye, surrounded by smaller floating eyes that drift in the darkness within the carved maw. The gaze of this creature is unyielding, an endless stare from an abyss. The journey of designing the crunching wasn't straightforward. The Minecraft creaking opened a door to a more sinister side of the game's world, contrasting the cheerful entities like the allay. Without a mob vote to influence its creation, the crunching was born purely out of creative curiosity, developed to embody a dark, ancient spirit of the forest. For the crunching's design, no online references were used. Instead, it emerged deep from within our imagination, evolving through a collaborative process with the other artists. Our challenge lay in blending Minecraft's simple geometry with something uniquely menacing. Limited by vanilla-style 22.5 or 45-degree angles are the furthest we'd go for cube rotations. We had to be creative, relying on textures and strategically placed planes to give the creature its imposing gnarled look. It stands more than twice the size of a player, a hulking behemoth of twisted wood. The irony is hard to miss. A player becomes the hunted, facing down an entity that feels like nature itself has taken up arms. No longer are you punching a tree, but rather the other way around. The crunching emerges from the Pale Garden biome, where only the keen-eyed will spy its telltale sprout block hidden among the darkened foliage, but we've made it easier to spot with some particles dispersing from within. The crunching, surprisingly enough, has a sense of smell for a particular sweet tree sap called resin, and is easily drawn by players nearby that happen to have any resin-related items or blocks in their inventory. The sprout awakens in a violent, earth-ripping entrance. A thick fog rolls in, and a blood-curdling howl fills the forest as the creature uproots itself, looming over any who dare disturb its rest. Once summoned, the crunching employs a variety of attacks. Its basic swipe deals significant knockback, but it's the slam attack that poses a real threat, ensnaring players in thorny roots that trap them and deal damage over time. Escaping these roots requires strength and persistence, a desperate battle against nature's grip. And for those who think fleeing is an option, the crunching has a fearsome ability, a hypnotic retracting beam stare that draws players back into its reach, making escape seem almost impossible. But there is one risk to engaging this creature with fire. Lighting up the ground, it will try its best to avoid it, but interacting with the creature with a flint and steel will ignite the crunching, forcing it into a frenzy that may only be extinguished through splash water bottles or simply luring it into a trail of water. Now, while this deals extra damage to the creature, it also enrages it, increasing its attack and movement speed and making its movements erratic. For players, this is a dangerous trade-off, a choice between higher damage or the wrath of an enraged forest behemoth. but if you happen to be a distance of 15 blocks after the rage begins, the monster will dig its roots back deep into the ground to cool off, thus starting the fight all over again. Once defeated, the crunching drops its bark stripped from its defeated form. And if you were here for the last video, then you know that we must scan this item using our bariomatic machine. Quick, to the lab! I usually keep this off screen, but man, let me tell you, getting into this lab isn't the most easiest of tasks, but we can save the chit chat for another time. For now, let's put this into the machine.
The Crunching, a towering creature with bark-like skin and a single glowing eye. The Crunching Sprout spawns in a mysterious pale garden, blending seamlessly into its eerie surroundings. Upon defeat, it drops rare crunching bark, though only a few pieces at a time. Players will need to face multiple crunching to gather enough for a full set of armor. Once equipped, the full set unlocks the Rising Thorns ability, summoning thorny roots to retaliate against attackers.
This ability sounds very intriguing. A full set of armor that mimics somewhat of the pre-existing Book of Thorns enchantment, but with a bit of flair to it. You're now one with its flesh, so attackers that aren't within your sight may be met with an unfortunate event. The Crunching embodies both a design experiment and a storytelling journey. Balancing its abilities to be challenging yet fair was no small feat. In Minecraft, players always find ways to outsmart even the most menacing of mobs, and our aim was to create a balanced but thrilling experience. With the Crunching, we invite players into a story, a creature born of a dark forest, a beast that guards its realm, and challenges any brave enough to disturb it. For us, it's more than just an add-on, it's a reminder that the world of Minecraft holds limitless potential for adventure, and we are here to push those boundaries one creation at a time. Now that we pretty much reviewed this mob, it's up to you, the community, to let us know how we did for this mob creation. But before we get ahead of ourselves, I just wanted to take the time and give a huge thank you to all who have shown your support on our last video about our Wardzilla boss add-on. You all have absolutely killed it by smashing that like button. The team and I have been working diligently day in and day out, so we're shooting for a goal of 500 likes before releasing this add-on to the public. So please, like the video, share it with your friends so we can make the Crunching a reality, and consider subscribing. And one final question. Will the Crunching confirm if we had captured something that can hold its own among Minecraft's most memorable creatures? Well, that's completely up to you. Announcements for this add-on and our other content will be displayed on all of our social media platforms, so feel free to give us a follow. Stay tuned when we upload our newest videos. And thank you all for stopping by. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, adios!